Hello, everybody. Round of applause for all the entrepreneurs that performed already. This is not easy to get up here and pitch. My name is Kelvin Johnson. I'm the CEO and co-founder at Brevity. And I want to give a quick shout out to my co-founder, Max Huck, who's not with us here, but he is online and in spirit. And we help everybody in this room pitch and present with brevity. Now, by show of hands, how hard, time-consuming, or overwhelming can it be to just create a pitch from scratch? Anybody has any difficulty with that? Well, we got a lot of good pitchers in here, right? But the more challenging part when it comes to creating a pitch and persuasive presentation is competing with three external factors. One, we're competing with shrinking attention spans. We're competing with low comprehension rates. And the third, which you may find surprising, is we're competing against Zoom fatigue. So as a result, people have less time and patience to clarify what you presented. And this is why we created Brevity. It's a place where you can easily create persuasive and powerful pitches with artificial intelligence. Now, in 2021, when we launched our minimum viable product, which I'll show you a short snippet of, we helped founders raise over $2 million in capital year to date. So before we dive into how this works, I want to talk about our tech stack. We code in Django, Python, and PostgreSQL. Now, the best way to explain how Brevity works is really to highlight the story of one of our users, Sophia Khan. Sophia had her very first venture capital pitch at a Starbucks in Houston, Texas. And she unfortunately received some bad feedback that she was way too verbose, she missed essential concepts, and that she could have benefited from a story. This changed when she started using Brevity. So when Sophia logged in, the first step was getting to the Create Your Pitch page. She was able to enter her pitch name, pitch goal, her audience, which was angel investors, but our user's favorite feature is our timing logic. So once she enters that 3 minutes on the timing logic, that was for an angel investor pitch. If you think about startup demo days, there's usually having to convey value under a time constraint. Our algorithm then calculates and recommends the number of statements, sections, and slides needed to keep Sophia's pitch on pace and on time. So let's dive into how Sophia used our software. So we're going to go to Voithos's pre-seed pitch. And one of the pain points that VC brought up was missing the core concepts that were needed. So we trademarked a pitch framework called SOUL. The best pitches and presentations have SOUL, not only from an emotion perspective, but also the core concepts your audience must know in the right order. The S stands for state to target audience and problem. The O stands for outlining how and why your solution works. The U is getting into uncovering that proof and potential, and the L is about listing capabilities and needs. So Sophia was able to write her pitch script in this platform. So quick summarization, Sophia, who's the target audience? Sophia is a surgeon. And the problem that she encountered as a surgeon, she was spending more time charting medical data than actually spending time serving her patients. So how and why did they solve this problem? Essentially, they created the Siri for medical charting. So instead of spending countless hours typing out patient data, they essentially created a voice-over platform with their mobile app to streamline that process that's hooked up to the electronic medical record. Moving along, people want to know what that proof is, whether that's testimonials, whether that's patents, whether that's revenue growth. And what's that potential? How many surgeons are being impacted by this problem? How many hospitals? What is that market size? How fast is this market growing? And then lastly, people really need to know why you. That's where that list capabilities and needs comes into play. Oh, here we go. Perfect. List capabilities and needs. Sophia is a surgeon. She knows this problem at heart. Who are the advisors, and what do you need to succeed? Once what is that ask, and what are you going to do with that money to get to that next major milestone? So once Sophia's completed her first pitch script, there's really two options to improve. One, you have pitch intelligence. right? So when we go to the pitch intelligence page, you can see that there's room for improvement in clarity, concision, and timing. One thing to note in particular is the timing. For a 3-minute pitch, you can already see that Sophia is already 15 seconds over. So instead of using the video recorder or using Google Docs, as you're typing out your pitch script in our platform, you're getting real-time analytics. The other feedback system that Sophia leveraged was our peer feedback. So if you don't want artificial intelligence feedback, she can clearly type in email addresses. Hey, Kelvin, can you leave me pitch feedback? If I can type, right? You can submit it. That pops up on the screen. Clearly, Sophia asked me 4 times. I'm a bad pitch coach and have not gotten back to her with feedback. But as a result of using certain pieces of our beta software and using our coaches, she was able to exceed her fundraise goal. Now to the fun part. Sophia is one of 200 beta users from 2021, and we were really able to get into the weeds of what we can do to make this product stickier and really help increase that lifetime value. So the big thing as you go into the new UI UX, we're anchoring our intelligence based off of the personality type of your user. And in this quick assessment, you'll be able to type in the buying personality. The second is people don't want a tool just for the startup fundraise pitch. So we've identified over 84 different pitch types across a wide range of categories, and each pitch has a special DNA along the way. As we go to the statement creation page, our users told us that we need more prescriptive guidance along the way. So when you click that Brevity B, we're not only giving you the theme of how to answer that question, but we give you how an entrepreneur has also answered that specific question, almost a TurboTax, but for a pitch. And if you want even more guidance, we've created an examples library where based off of the pitch type you create, you're gonna get 5 best-in-class examples that's in a split-screen fashion. Other thing to highlight before we gotta jump is just updated UI UX with our pitch intelligence page. You get a high-level brevity score, and then you're getting no different than Grammarly in the per statement basis what you need to do to improve the different components. So you can go to beta@brevitypitch.com, and our product will be launching end of this summer. Thank you.